Hey everybody, I'm Jesse, and welcome to Gen X Thinks, and this is a special nostalgia edition of Gen X Thinks. But before we kick off all this killer nostalgia, I've got to get something off my chest. We can't have all these mama jokes being popped off against Jesse down in the comments. That's unacceptable. My sainted mama was a beauty queen back before she gained all that weight and grew the mustache and changed her name to Franklin Bartholomew Regency III. Guy told me that my mama was so stupid that she had to have a tattoo on the back of her hand that said breathe. And that's misinformation. That wasn't my mama, that was my Aunt Sally. And there's a whole story behind that, because when she got the tattoo, the tattoo guy, tattooed it on her hand like this, and then when she looked at it, it was upside down. And she stayed with us for a while, and I constantly, had to keep reading the back of her hand for her, because she'd be turning blue in the face and shit, and and she'd stick her hand in front of you and breathe, Aunt Sally, breathe. First couple times, it scared me, but you're a little kid, But after a while, I got used to it, and I just, breathe, Aunt Sally. It says breathe. Got tired of it after a while, so I took her to the tattoo parlor to get it fixed, and the guy scratched it out, and I had him write it on there correctly, so she could read it herself, so it was facing the right way. And that's how she died, because she was swimming underwater without her glove on, and I carry the weight of that guilt around with me to this day. So no mama jokes. And another thing about the comment section, y'all keep throwing Airwolf and Incredible Hulk and stuff in my face, like I don't know about these shows. I can't talk about all the shows, but the one show y'all haven't talked about, y'all haven't mentioned to me, was Manimal. That was the best show when I was a little kid. Manimal. The dude actually turned into a Black Panther. Not only did he turn into a Black Panther, but he turned into a Black Panther to solve crimes. The Matlock of the lycanthrope world. You're like a Matlock werewolf. Speaking of Matlock, we need to bring Matlock back so he can find out what happened to Biden. What'd they do with our president? Where'd he go? I mean, I laugh about it, but it's actually a pretty important question. I'd really sincerely like to know the answer to that. I wish Matlock could show up and find out for me where is the president of the United States right now. But anyway, yeah, Manimal. I think he turned into a hawk too, but he would solve crimes as an animal, and it was cool. Now I remember the CGI being amazing back then, but I know it wasn't. I haven't watched it recently. I just watched it as a kid, and I remember it being awesome, him changing into this Black Panther or this hawk. But it was probably pretty ridiculous if I watched it now. But back then, it was amazing. And on another nostalgic topic, we have that old commercial, Where's the Beef? Remember that? They had that big bun, and the one old lady took the bun off, and there was a little bitty patty on it. And then the little old lady beside her said, Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Yeah, I mean, we all remember that one. But I remember a pizza commercial where an old lady, was kind of a similar commercial, but this old lady said, I want it all on my pizza, of course. So I remember that, but I cannot remember which. Was it Pizza Hut? Was it Domino's? I don't remember. So if any of y'all remember that, that's all I remember is that quote, and it was an old lady that said it. So if any of y'all remember that, please put that down in the comments for me. Help refresh my memory. I want it all on my pizza, of course. That old lady cracked me up too. And then do any of y'all remember My Buddy, My Buddy, My Buddy and Me? Now, probably a lot of y'all are tortured by my singing voice, but that song is burnt into my brain. That little jingle, I guess it's not a song, it's a little jingle, but that jingle is burnt into my brain. My buddy. I never had one of those, but I remember seeing the advertisement, you know, the commercial on TV over and over again, to where that jingle stuck in my head for decades afterward. Those were cool, though. They're like dolls for boys, basically. That's what it amounted to. Uh, then they had, for girls, I remember those Cabbage Patch Kids. I can't remember the jingle for those. I don't know if they had one, but Cabbage Patch Kids were like a phenomenon there for a while. They might still make them. I have no clue. But I remember my sisters were in love with Cabbage Patch Kids. And then I think they had another doll. I'm trying to remember. It was like a realistic doll. It was supposed to be a real baby that you fed it or whatever, and maybe it cried. I don't remember, but I seem to remember a very realistic doll. Well, realistic for me as a kid is probably not realistic for me as an adult, but back then it seemed very realistic. I don't remember the name of it, so if you remember the name of that one, please put that down in the comments. And I remember us boys, we had the Garbage Pail Kids, those cards, and they had the most disgusting stuff on there. Those were awesome, and I can't remember any individual Garbage Pail Kid. I don't remember an individual one, but I remember being fascinated by them and how disgusting they were. It was really cool. As y'all know by now, who have been following me for a while, I don't do a ton of research on my topics. I just try to go by my memory and nostalgic feelings of the past. I don't like to do deep dive into research and read all up on it too much, because it kind of takes away, because some of my memories are altered from the reality, and I don't want to mess with that by by reading 3 pages about stuff. So I don't want to do that. I want to present it to you, the feelings that I have and the memories that I have right out of my head. I don't want to mess with those by doing a lot of research. So that's kind of how I'm doing things here. Hopefully it's going across well, and y'all can correct me in the comments. I know I'm not going to remember everything perfectly. I hardly remember my own name perfectly or where I put my car keys. So, and for the few of you who might have taken me seriously earlier, I was just joking about the mama jokes. I was joking about mama jokes. Yep, I was. Feel free to crack off with the mama jokes all you want. I enjoy them. So have at it. And I'll leave you there. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by tapping on the thanks button down below this video. Or you can hop over to Buy Me a Cup of Coffee and buy me a cup of coffee. I'll put that link down in the description. If you're interested in Gen X gear, I'll put that link down in the description as well. There's some cool and fun stuff over there, Gen X related stuff, that's worth checking out if you're interested. If you don't want to or cannot support the channel in any of those ways, you can always do so by sharing these videos on your social media. That helps out a lot, and thank you very much. And if you have any ideas for future episodes of Gen X Things, please put those down in the comments, or you can email me. The email address, I believe, is on the channel page. Share those thoughts and ideas with me, and I'll do my best to bring them to life on a future episode of Gen X Thinks. That's one of my favorite things to do. Thank you for that. And as always, stay frosty, Gen X, and I will see you on the next one.